the CEO was shocked to find his classmate's bride looked exactly like his own wife. To confirm whether his wife had committed bigamy, the CEO decided to attend the wedding in person. But just before he set off, his wife suddenly called, saying she had gone back to her hometown to visit family and wouldn't be back for a few days. This made the CEO even more suspicious. He forced a calm tone and said he had a surprise waiting when she returned. After hanging up, he floored the gas pedal and sped toward the wedding venue. When he arrived at the hotel, everyone was praising the classmate for marrying a super rich woman, but the CEO didn't join the crowd. Instead, he walked straight to the ceremony hall and stared at the wedding photo. While he was still doubting if the bride in the picture was his wife, his classmate suddenly appeared, bragging that his wife was now the CEO of a top corporation. The CEO felt like he was struck by lightning, because just a few months ago, he had handed over his company to his wife. Now it all made sense. His classmate had married his wife. Ironically, the other classmates still thought the CEO was the same poor guy from back then, and mocked him for being jealous of someone else's bride. Just then, a teacher suddenly noticed the car the CEO drove was worth tens of millions, but the classmate didn't hesitate. He charged at the CEO and punched him, yelling that the car belonged to his wife, and questioned how a man living off a rich woman dared show off in a luxury car at someone else's wedding. Unable to hold back his rage, he picked up a brick from the ground and smashed the car windows, even called the other classmates to join him and vent their anger. But the moment the trunk popped open, everyone froze in shock. It was filled with antiques and calligraphy scrolls. The classmates sneered, insisting the CEO could never afford the real deal, then ripped one of the paintings right there. But a nearby teacher took one look at the torn corner and turned pale, because he recognized it as an authentic masterpiece, with a starting price of at least $300 million. Still, the classmate wouldn't back down, claiming all the items were fake, bought using his wife's money. The CEO remained calm despite the insults. He simply pulled out his phone and made a call. The classmate cursed him for being shameless, but the CEO said coldly they would eventually pay for everything they did today. Furious at being threatened, the classmate grabbed the jade pendant around the CEO's neck. He knew that pendant was a talisman his mother had prayed for at a temple, kneeling 3 days and nights to get it from the head monk. The CEO demanded it back in fury, but the classmate just smirked and smashed the pendant on the ground in front of everyone. In a flash, the CEO's anger boiled over. He punched the classmate right in the face. At that moment, the vain old classmates all rushed in and surrounded the CEO. They started punching and kicking him together. Even the teacher joined in and took part. The CEO was beaten until he couldn't fight back. But just then, rows of luxury cars pulled up outside the hotel.